My work in Narcissus is complete for now. The estate is stocked. The vaults lined with gold ingots bearing House Hlaalu's seal. Every contract, every rival, every stone in the city bends toward me now. But true power does not rot in one place, waiting for challengers to come knocking. True power spreads, which is why I've taken leave, temporarily. Let the councillors squabble and pretend they matter while I turn my eye elsewhere. My new ambition lies in Bal Foyen. Whispers speak of the bones of a Thieves Guild still lingering there, half buried. With a fresh face and a false name, I will walk among them. I will offer support, a vision, a future they are desperate for. I will help them rise, watch them cling to hope and purpose. And once they stand tall again, I will be standing above them. Let them call it a revival. Let them toast to the return of their glorious guild. They won't know whose hands guided it, whose voice set it back on its path, whose shadow controls every job, every coin, every blade in the dark. No trade, deal, or whisper of profit in Morrowind will pass without my steady hand shaping it, and no purse will close before I have taken my share. Caelia, Grandmaster of House Hlaalu.
Hello, and welcome back to some more Tamriel Rebuilt with Caelia, who is now Grandmaster of House Hlaalu, but has her sights set on greater things, including the acquisition of the underground of Morrowind. Yes, today we are going to be joining the Thieves Guild. So we've left our fancy robes and gilded glass here and our orc bodyguard buddy because we need to go in disguise, right? We're now a very recognizable person, so I figured we would go with like a Godi armor and try to keep our identity a secret. Just for roleplay reasons, not really any other reason. And as far as I know, one of the better places to start the Thieves Guild and Tamriel Rebuilt is Bal Foyen, or Andothren as it used to be called. So that's where we're going to head first. It's going to take me a minute to get there, but I will just cut you in. And here we arrive in Bal Foyen on a very rainy morning. We're going to have to track down the Thieves Guild here. See what kind of work they can offer us.
Greetings, friend.
Have you heard any rumors? House Hlaalu recently acquired the ownership of an iron mine in the Armun Ashlands near the caravan town of Arvud? Or rather, Sergio Tholer Andas acquired the mine for himself personally. I hear he even made his own cousin the mine's overseer. Okay.
Yeah.
That traveling merchant out of Menan really messed up my order. It took 2 months for him to reach me, and when he did, he didn't have half of what I asked for. I haven't seen him around for some time, come to think of it. Probably too afraid to show his face anymore. Interesting, but that's not what we're looking for. So I think you get led to the Thieves Guild by asking about rumors. A famous vampire hunter passed through Bal Foyen a little while ago. M. Tashra heard that he was headed south. Okay. Cat Catcher's Corner Club. Are you sure you should be hanging out around here? Seems like a bad idea. There's a ship that's been stuck in the harbor for days. I don't actually know where the Thieves Guild is here, so we are going to have to hunt them down. I haven't heard anything, sorry. Liar. We could go to, like, the tavern, I guess. We don't have anything.
This is a grand day.
I hear some Ashlanders are harassing the Savrethi distillery south of here. Unless those troublesome barbarians are dealt with swiftly, there might be a shortage of Comberry brandy in Bal Foyen. A dry Bal Foyen. Perish the thought. Yes. What a travesty. Rumor has it that the Kamana Tong have offered a reward for information regarding the whereabouts of known Thieves Guild members in Bal Foyen. They really don't want the guild to ever return here. They made a play against the Kamana Tong in Bal Foyen, and now they're all dead. No, I don't have anything more to say about it. Okay. Outlander, stop right there. I haven't seen you in my city before. Where's your certificate of credibility? Show it to me now. You are in violation of the law. The certificate is required for all travelers to Bal Foyen, especially those with ambitions to trade or do business here. Speaking of, what is your business here exactly? Never mind. Fortunately for you, I'm preoccupied with something else at the moment. Next time you will not be so lucky. You must go to the council club in this district and obtain the proper documentation from the clerk there. You will do this immediately. Keep the papers with you at all times or you will be charged and arrested. Now be gone with you before I change my mind. Yeah, you're part of the Commandant, aren't you? I'm not going to do that. Go away before I change my mind. That guy's not an actual guard, is he? He's named. So, when we were here as Valdrin, I do kind of remember there being a bunch of poor people on, like, the east side of the city over here. So, let's check out that direction. We're trying to look for, like, paupers, I think. They might be more inclined to resort to thievery, so they might have more information than the people we've been talking to. I don't know where else to look. Yeah, there's a Dwemer ruin that's like right outside the city that has a bunch of homeless people. That might be where the Thieves Guild operates, maybe. Okay, can't talk to you about anything. What are you doing in Bethingthuv, stranger? You don't mean to drive us out of here, do you? We haven't dared to enter the ruins proper. Ghosts of Dwemer Pass still linger there, I bet. Or those centurions, not worth the trouble. Yeah. These people don't have anything to talk about. Okay, well. I guess I'll just cut you in if I ever figured it out. Okay, I admit I had to look this up because apparently no one in Bal Foyen will point you in the direction of the Thieves Guild. You have to get directed here from the Thieves Guild in Vivek, and obviously we haven't done that. Yes, we walked past it in the first like 5 seconds once we got off the boat. You go into Shay's house here. Shay's? Shay. Yes, what do you want? You're not looking for the Thieves Guild, are you? I am. Before I can talk to you about that, you must join the Thieves Guild. Yes, I know. I have been authorized by ringleader Crazy Legs Arantamo to swear in new members. You look like you may have some skill. The rules, well, for one thing, there is honor among thieves. That means don't steal from another thief, and we're not assassins either, so don't go about murdering people. If you have a price on your head, the guild has ways of taking care of it. If you break these rules, you must speak with one of the masterminds to regain your good standing. Does that sound good? Yeah, let me in. You're now a toad in the Thieves Guild. What a great title. Welcome. We've got a lot of work to do, Caelia. Ringleader Crazy Legs Arantamo has given us a special job. My name is Shay. What I do is my own affair. That's fair. Special job. Let's not talk about it here. It's not safe here, or anywhere in Bal Foyen. We should go to the ruins of Bethingthuv. You know, the Dwemer ruins just a stone's throw away to the east. We can talk there. Why wouldn't it be safe here? The Commandant has eyes and ears everywhere. A healthy dose of paranoia has kept me alive so far. I'm not about to quit it now. Alright. Let's go. It's better that we don't travel together. Less suspicious that way. I'll go first and wait for you inside the ruins, in a place called the Hall of False Keys. Okay? See you soon, Caelia. Gosh dang it, we were just there. Well, now that she's gone, let's rob her. Nice. A security book. Hey, we might as well check this out. Oh yeah, I used all my lockpicks last time. I guess I still have journeyman ones. Ooh, a black shirt. I was looking for one of those, but we didn't have any. Alright, now that we have stolen from our own fellow guildmates, let's head back to the Dwemer Ruin where we just were. Okay, so here's the Dwemer Ruin, and the first door is called the Hall of False Keys, so... Oh, nice, we don't have to go very far.
Please.
You're here, good. Nobody followed you, yes? I guess I could have. Alright, we can talk about the special job now. Ringleader Crazy Legs Arantamo wants us to re-establish the Thieves Guild in Bal Foyen, but since it's too dangerous in the city proper, he's given me instructions to make a hideout here inside these ruins. Let's get moving. Are you following me? We have instructions to make a new hideout here in the Hall of the False Keys. Follow me. Okay, there you go. It's like, no, are you already bugged? We don't have any stamina, though. Oh dear, the way is shut. Can you get to the other side, Caelia? I'm sure you can find a way to open that door there. Be careful, Caelia. There might be Dwemer automatons still active in the ruin. Yeah, probably. Ooh, a little parkour. That's pretty cool. Don't see that very often in Morrowind. Some bolts. Nice. I was actually worried that we weren't going to have any. Dwemer crank. What does this do? Oh, where's the elevator? Okay. Nice. Our sneak actually went up a lot when we were stealing last time, so we're pretty decent at it. I don't know how good we are, but we should be okay. Should be able to get sneak attacks off at least. Okay, I don't see anyone in here. I'm also wearing that archery bracer we got to make us a little bit better at marksman. Is this guy dead? Okay, that's good. I didn't even see him over here. Size of Barazik. Okay, don't know if we want to go that way just yet. You did it, Caelia. Now let's take a look at what we've got here. It's not very impressive. It's actually quite terrible. This is not bad. We'll need to clear all of this rubble, of course, but I think we can make this place work. Yes, this will make for a nice hideout, I'm sure. Now, I'm afraid we've got to figure out how to deal with the squatters outside. Really? I feel like they'd be a pretty good cover for our shady dealings. You saw them too, right? The dark elven vagrants camped outside. I'm sure they're somewhat harmless, but there's no telling what trouble they might cause us later on. They might even rat on us. Find a way to deal with them, Caelia. Deal with them how? Maybe you should convince them to leave, or buy their silence somehow. You have free reign to do as you see fit, Toad. Just make sure they won't bother us or cause us any trouble. Maybe we could just ignore them? Ignore them, why? If we leave them alone, they won't know who we are or what we do here. I'll deal with them. Good, come back when you're done. I'll stay here and do some cleaning up. Yeah, you better.
Welcome, Outlander. Speak free.
Alright. I don't see Caelia being particularly sympathetic towards them, so the idea is maybe they'd provide a distraction, but I don't know who to talk to. Hey, talk to Felina. She speaks for all of us. I think it's this lady, right? No, it does not. Who is Felina? You. You want something. I suppose I can answer your questions. Deal with us, eh? And what's that supposed to mean? You want us gone? No thanks. I don't care what sort of shady business you lot are up to. My people won't cause you any trouble. If you don't cause any trouble, you have my word. Okay, sounds fair. Good, that's settled then. Welcome to Bethingthubheil. I feel like they're gonna snitch on us, but oh well. We'll deal with that if it happens. Have you managed to deal with the squatters outside? The leader of the squatters gave us their word they won't cause any trouble. I suppose that's good enough. Hopefully she can keep the squatters in line. Here's some gold for your trouble. The first part of our special job is done. Let's talk about the next step when you're ready. You didn't clean anything up. Well, before you and I get to work, you probably have some questions, like why we're skulking in these ruins like rats. I can tell you about the guild standing in Bal Foyen so you know why our current situation is so precarious. The Bal Foyen underworld is controlled by the Kamana Tong, our sworn enemies. We have no foothold here. That wasn't always the case. There used to be a proper guild hall in Bal Foyen, but after a bloody gang war, the Tong drove us out. You've heard about the massacre at the Dusty Alit Inn, haven't you? That was the end for us in Bal Foyen, or so everyone thought. That's the special job, Toad. The guilds are making a comeback. Okay, tell me about the massacre. Oh dear, this isn't a story I'm glad to tell you. You see, we used to have this cozy place called the Dusty Alit. It was hit by the Kamana Tong. No one was spared. That awful bloodbath marked the end of the gang war in Bal Foyen. To prevent further destruction, Arnie the Scrib, our old master thief, called for a meeting with the Tong bosses and made a pact of truce with them. We withdrew from Bal Foyen and the Tong took over the town, including the inn. They call it the Council Club nowadays. Okay, tell me about the Kamana Tong. They were responsible for the massacre at the Dusty Alit. They will do anything and everything to prevent us from returning to Bal Foyen. Their public hangout is the Council Club, but they have their hooks in many of the local businesses. I've tried to find out who their leader is in Bal Foyen, but to no avail. The Tong have a code of silence. I've tried my best, but I've managed to learn very little of the Kamana Tong's hierarchy in Bal Foyen. The Tong and their associates never talk about their boss. They never talk about anything. Even the drunk ones at the Council Club know to keep their mouths shut. Okay, tell me about the Council Club. Bal Foyen's Council Club is on the west side of town, near the Outlander Manors. It used to be a Thieves Guild establishment before the Tong drove us out and took over this town. I wouldn't go there if I was you. I think we actually walked past it. Tell me about Arnie the Scrib. He used to be the master thief, but the terms of the truce with the Kamana Tong dictated that he had to retire and go into exile. I don't know where he is now. After the truce was signed, the board in Cyrodiil appointed gentleman Jim Stacy as the new master thief. Okay, so what's the special job then? Just the two of us is hardly enough to establish a guild hall, don't you think? We need new members. As per Crazy Legs Arantamo's orders, I have scouted some potential recruits. We just need to recruit them. Yes, 3 recruits to be precise. They are Marg Ro Meridius, Tatara, and Rowdy Realmus. Find them, talk to them, and ask if they'd be willing to join the Thieves Guild. Who's Marg? Marg is an orc sorcerer and a member of the Mages Guild. However, I've heard rumor that he's been kicked out of the guild because he was caught stealing from their steward. Perhaps he'd like to join our new family. Look for him in the Bal Foyen Mages Guild. And then Tatara? She's a Red Guard mercenary. You'll find her at the docks working for the Hlaalu. And Rowdy Realmus. Realmus is in fact already a member of the Thieves Guild, originally from Old Ebonheart. He's got a bit of a temper, hence the name. That temper's got him into trouble again. He's locked up in the jail in Fort Ancles. Find a way to get him out of there. Take these thieves' tools, they might be of use. Where's that? It's an Imperial fort. Just follow the road west of Bal Foyen towards Tain, and you'll be there before too long. Or you can take a boat from here to Tain. Might be quicker. Okay.
Please.
So we're looking for an orc, and orcs and mages guilds stand out like sore thumbs because, come on, an orc as a spellcaster? That's just silly. Apologies, stranger, but you'll find that I'm not in the greatest of moods. You see, I am in the process of being expelled from the Mages Guild. I would appreciate it if I was left alone while I collect my things and leave this place for good. Hey. When Vivek shuts the door, he opens a window. Would you like to join the Thieves Guild? Yes, why not? My good name is already tarnished. My career as a researcher of the arcane is over. Everyone in the Mages Guild Hall knows I'm a thief and a liar. I may as well embrace this downfall. I will gladly join you. Where's the hideout? In the ruins of Bathang Thuv. Very well, I will see you there, Caelia, or should I call you boss? I'm not the boss. Yet. But soon. Very soon. Alright, one down. Let's head to the docks, which are this way. Looking for a red guard. Is it her? I think we walked past her a couple times too. Kind of funny. Yeah, it is.
What brings you here, friend?
Certainly. Ask your question, Caelia. I'll see if I can answer it. Yes. How would you like to become part of the Thieves Guild. If I can get you to like me, you really don't like me. Here's some gold. I don't work for free, never have, never will. Make me an offer, a good offer, and I might consider joining you. Okay. Well, alright, you silver-tongued devil. My rapier is yours. I'm doing this one favor for you now, just because I like you. In the future, I expect to be paid, okay? I'll see you in the hideout. It's up in that Dwemer ruin, isn't it? Yeah, I thought I saw one of you lot going up there once. Well, anyway, see you there, Caelia. Nice. Okay, so then we just need to head to Tain, and this guy should be able to take us there, right? Yep. Kind of a nice little loop you can go on to recruit these people. And can we get to the fort from here? No. We're gonna have to swim. Since we're in the Thieves Guild, I'm gonna try to pick up more alchemy ingredients so we can maybe try and use some poisons, because that seems very fitting for me. Can you tell me about Rowdy Realmus? Talk to Wolfus the jailkeeper if you want to speak with a prisoner. The prison can be found in the basement of the Eastern Keep. Thank you, sir. That's very helpful. Hello. I don't know who or what you're looking for, but you won't find it here in the dungeons. Rowdy Realmus is the only one rotting here, and he sure as hell is a waste of time. Yes. Man, our persuasion checks are not going well. Free. Do you want me to let Rowdy Realmus go? Well, alright. I guess he's learned his lesson. Just make sure he stays out of trouble from here on out, okay? If I hear he's broken some poor man's nose, I'm going to hold you responsible. Should have talked to him before we just freed him, but there you are. You talked to the guard? I can go free now, yeah? Let's get the hell out of here. Before Wolfus changes his mind. Rejoin the guild? Yeah, sure, just help me go free. I'm Realmus, they call me Rowdy, that's it. What, were you expecting me to share my life story or something? Not gonna say nothing about that here. Okay, so he's following us. Let's just get out of here.
Thank you.
Okay, we're out of the prison. Thanks for that. You still want me to join the Thieves Guild? I'm in. Where's the new hideout? In the Hall of False Keys in Buthang Thuv. Gotcha. I'll see you there then. I'm gonna travel alone if you don't mind. Let's hurry up. Yes. I will meet you there.
Well,
hey, he beat us here. Hello. Yeah, what do you want? Ooh, you're selling lockpicks. Thank goodness, I'm almost out. And here is our resident orc. A moment of your time, boss. If you're not too busy with crime and whatnot, I think we should improve this hideout. I believe it would improve the morale of this gang of ours. Ooh, he's got some lock splitters. He's got some really good chameleon spells. We'll buy those. Why not? And he instantly restocks when you leave the inventory. Nice. We can do that. I wanted to speak to you, Shay. You're back, and I see you found all the potential recruits. The new members are here. Well done, Toad. Crazy Legs Arantamo instructed me to pay you 600 drakes. So, here's 600 drakes. I also want to give you this handy book about lockpicks and other useful tools. As you can probably see, while you were away, I did some cleaning up. This place looks much nicer already, but we could think about other ways to improve the hideout. And when you're ready, we should talk about jobs. Can we advance? You're now Caelia the Wet Ear. That's only slightly better than Toad. Tools of the trade. Nice. Copy by hand. Learnt by heart. Burn after reading. Shadow hides you. Just a bunch of lockpicks and stuff. That's pretty cool. A universal lockpick, a crowbar, yeah.
Greetings.
Okay. How can we improve the hideout? Just because our new guild hall is in a ruin doesn't mean it has to look like a ruin. Making this place nicer would be good for the morale, I think. For starters, right now everyone's sleeping on the cold floor. We should get some beds. I could get us bedrolls for free, but for a couple drakes, I could purchase proper beds with pillows and everything. Yeah, why not? Very good. I will purchase the beds. Caelia definitely sees this as a long-term investment, so definitely worth doing. Tell me about Marug. It's good to have him with us, and Rowdy. Not a very easy person to get along with, is he? But he's a valuable member of the gang. And then Tatara. I feel safer now that we have her on our side. Okay. let's talk to everyone else, see what they have to say. Stay alert out there, Caelia, and she is a trainer. It's actually very, very handy. Let's do some training then. Let's do short blades. I cannot teach you anymore. Well, that was quick. What else can you train us in? Long blade. Sure, we'll boost that up. And light armor. She can't train us in that. That's fine. Do you have any suggestions? I'm not expecting this job to be glamorous, but I'd appreciate it if we didn't have to sleep on the floor. Okay. Tell me about yourself. I'm a rogue. If you want to know more about my trade, just ask. We cannot. Okay. Tell me about yourself. Nothing. I suppose I could teach you a bit about dueling both with a long blade and a short blade. Okay. What do you know about the massacre? Let's just make sure we don't get a massacre here at the Hall of False Keys. Yeah. Alright. Well, we're getting beds, so. Improve the hideout. This place is no better than the Imperial jail cell. How about getting us some bloody beds, eh? Tell me about Tatara. She looks like she can really use that rapier of hers. How many people you reckon she's killed? I don't know, man. Tell me about Marug. Meridius. What the hell kind of name is that for an orc? Tell me about your life story. I'm an orphan, grew up in the sewers of Old Ebonheart. Don't know who my parents were and don't really care. They must have been pretty rotten folks to dump me like that. I've lived in the Palace of Beggars. Heard of it? That's no place for a kid. A street urchin's life is hungry and uncertain. Is there even bread at the end of the bread line? You know. Well, long story short, as soon as I was big enough to rob people at knife point, I started doing exactly that to keep myself fed. The guild took notice of me and took me in. I ain't stabbed a man since. This is my family now. There's this one guy that still haunts me, just a little. There was this Redguard priest who worked in the hostel of Stendar's Mercy. Handed out bread for the poor. Well, one day they ran out of bread sooner than usual, and I was told to come back later. So, being the nasty piece of work I was back then, I thought I was well within my rights to stick him with a blade. I grabbed an amulet from his neck and just ran away, leaving him bleeding on the floor. I don't think the priest died. I would have heard from it if he had, but I never went nowhere near the hostel after that. I just hid in the sewers until the guild found me. I still got the amulet. Now, I'm not a coward or nothing, and I've wanted to return it many times, but, you know, I guess I'm too ashamed to face the priest. I could do it for you. Really, Caelia, you'd do that for me. I'd appreciate that. Here's the amulet. Tell the priest, Izon, that I'm sorry. I never should have done what I did. Tell him that I've changed. Not much, but a little. Yeah. I guess you're not shivving people in the streets. Okay. Palace of Beggars. It's the sewers of Old Ebonheart. Not a great environment for a kid to grow up in. There's mad Argonians, skooma fiends, people who write poems with their own blood, and gods know what else, and folks who got expelled from the Rat Catchers Guild. Do you know how messed up you have to be to get yourself expelled from the Rat Catchers Guild? What do you know about the massacre at the Dusty Allet? We lost a lot of good thieves in the attack, bad ones too, but they were ours, and we don't even know the name of the rat who gave the order to carry it out. If we ever find out who it was, I say we hit him back twice as hard. Yes. Indeed. Okay, so what is the amulet? Right here, Priest Izon's amulet. An Old Ebonheart. We could do that. And then what did you want to improve the hideout with? I believe our first priority should be to outfit this hideout with decent beds for us to sleep in. Other amenities and improvements should be secondary. Perhaps Shay can help you with this. Okay, we already did that. Tell me about yourself. You're wondering about my name, are you? I inherited it from my father. Meridius Pello was his name. He was an imperial kobolologist, a kind and educated man, though a bit scrawny. Thankfully, I got my good looks from my mother's side. Do you know anything about the massacre? I have heard of this tragic event, yes. I don't know much about it, though. Apologies. However, it occurs to me that if you wish to know more about the massacre, maybe you should go to the Imperial Commission building and speak with one of the scribes there. They have extensive archives of old court cases and criminal investigations. Maybe they could help you. That's actually interesting. What do you think of Rowdy? Yes, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. Young Master Ilmus as well. Some might call him explosive. His personality seems to have this constant undertone of hostility. I wonder what has caused this. Maybe you should talk to him, boss. Find out what's bothering him. And to Tara. There's no doubt in my mind that she's an adept duelist. Just keep her away from me, alright? And the Kamana Tong. Their syndicate is a dangerous combination of xenophobic zealotry and a disposition towards violence. I've understood that they control much of what happens in Bal Foyen, and that their main source of income here is smuggling moon sugar and skooma. I've not crossed paths with them, and I hope not to. Okay. So the beds should be coming at some point. Do you have any more jobs? Crazy Legs Arantama will contact us in due time. We should concentrate on regular thieving jobs while we wait for his next orders, okay? If we want to make money, we need a good fence. Rumor has it that there's a well-connected fence who goes by the name Three Eyes living somewhere here in Bal Foyen. They say that Angunas, the pawnbroker, knows them. Go to Angunas. His shop is down in the Western Wharf. If we get Three Eyes to do business with us, we could make some serious money. Good luck, Wettier. Okay. So let's maybe go return that amulet first.
Whatever you want.
Should be able to get to Old Ebonheart from here if we head to the docks. Okay, can we get to Old Ebonheart? Yes. So the reason Caelia is returning this amulet to this priest isn't out of the kindness of her heart. She really doesn't care that he stabbed a priest. Not a big deal to her. It's more she's doing it because it's something that will help her crew succeed in Bal Foyen and be more motivated to work from her. You know, she's not an idiot. She wants her men to be loyal. And this is Izon, actually. Welcome. Can I tell you about the Imperial Cult? We invite you to become a lay member. No. Do you know about Were you ever stabbed by a Mer? Yes, there was an incident here many years ago. A young dark elf cut me with a knife and ran away. Thankfully, the wound wasn't difficult to mend, but like I said, it happened ages ago. How did you know about this? Lie. Just a lucky stab in the dark. Give him the stolen amulet. Realmus sent me here. He is sorry for what he did. So the boy's name was Realmus, and you're a friend of his. Well, I thank you for delivering his apology and for returning the amulet. I had all but forgotten it was stolen. You may tell young Realmus that I've long since forgiven him. Stendar's creed is that of mercy, after all. Should he ever wish to talk to me face to face, I will welcome him gladly. And here, take this loaf of bread to him. I seem to remember to have promised him the bread had he come back later. I would hate to break that promise. Spit it out, Caelia. What did the priest say? I bet he cursed my name, didn't he? Izon has forgiven you. He also wants you to have this bread. I don't know what to say. I was damn sure he'd hate my guts. He's really forgiven me. And the bread. I didn't expect this kind of kindness from him. Thank you, Caelia. You've done me a solid service. Maybe I'll go and talk to the priest one of these days. Now please, give me a moment alone. I think I've got something in my eye all of a sudden. Now instead of rowdy Realmus, he'll be reconciled Realmus. He'll do better for us. He'll sell better items or something. Oh, we got the beds in. Nice. Is there beds in here too? Yeah, cool. We should consider some rugs and tapestries for decoration. Warm, soft rugs would feel better under our feet than the cold brass floor, and these bleak walls would look much nicer with some color on them, yes? I know where to get these things for cheap, almost for free. Sounds good. Okay, I'll make the order. The new rugs and tapestries will be here soon. Okay, does anyone else have any suggestions? It is quite gloomy in here, isn't it? In the Mages Guild, they have potted plants to make the overall atmosphere more pleasant. We are gravely lacking sunlight, but there are types of mushrooms that thrive underground. Luminescent fungi would not only be pleasing to the eye, but they may also be used for potions and such. I only need some coin for the pots. What do you say? Yeah, why not? I shall get it done, boss. The next time you're here, there shall be a cavalcade of fungi to bring you joy. Young Master Realmus seems much happier now than before. Good for him. Whatever you did seems to have worked, boss. Nice. The kid's got heart and skill, and he's not all that rowdy anymore. Huh. I wonder what happened. Do you have any suggestions? You know what would deter potential intruders? A nice set of bear traps. Don't let the name fool you. They work just as effectively on Kamanatong thugs. We could put them in the entrance hall above us, just need to be careful not to walk into them ourselves. What do you say? Sure, why not? Alright, I'll get them for us. The next time you come here, the trap should be in place. Watch your step, okay? We'll be fine. Do you have anything? Most guild halls aren't underground. Most of them are in a cozy tavern. Maybe we could do a bit of carpentry and build a little bar of our own. Yeah, you know, with drinks and bar stools and the like. I mean, I'm not a professional carpenter or nothing, but how hard could it be to build a simple bar? I just need a couple of drakes to make it happen. Yeah, sure. Sweet. Seems like we got all of the improvements coming. And then we still have the job from before to find the fence who's in town on the western wharf. Okay. So let's head to the center of town. And Western Wharf is going to be on the opposite side of where the ship services are. Somewhere over here.
I don't know.
Looking for a pawnbroker. And I think I see the sign.
And how are you?
It's a Bosmer. Of course it is. Welcome to my pawn shop. I've got all kinds of stuff for sale here. So have a look around, won't you? Just don't touch nothing. I heard you know something about a good fence. No. I assure you, I run a reputable business here. Okay, tell me about Three Eyes then. Oh, I see. Yeah, I might know their whereabouts. But, said whereabouts aren't the type of information one just divulges willy-nilly and free of charge. Say, if you bought this rare glass vase from me, I'd be inclined to help you. Sure. Here, you can examine it yourself. Just be careful the way you handle it. This vase has been appraised by multiple experts. They all say it's both extremely rare, worth a king's ransom, but for you, I offer a special deal. Just 500 drakes. What do you say? Shall we shake on it? Yes, pay 500 septims, smash the vase on his head. I'm not buying this piece of junk. I'm not buying this piece of junk. Piece of junk. Shows what you know. Give it back then. Waste of my time. I kind of want to smash it on his head. We gotta try it, right? Ah, for the love of Yifri, why did you do that? Now do I have your attention? No more games. Tell me where Three Eyes is. I do kind of feel like Caelia wouldn't put up with, he's trying to scam her. So I could see her being a little impatient with him. Now, do I have your attention? No more games. Tell me where Three Eyes is. Okay, just calm down. I'll tell you where he is. He's in the basement downstairs. I'll unlock the door for you. And wouldn't you know it, there he is. And he does have 3 eyes, or at least a hat. That gives him 3 eyes. We greet you, stranger. You have found 3 eyes. What brings you to our lair? This is your lair? We only work with professionals. Interesting. Tell me about yourself. They call us 3 Eyes. We buy and sell things. Okay. I heard you're a good fence. So you've heard of us. This doesn't surprise us. We are a good fence, that is true, but we only work with professionals. Are you a professional? We require proof. A client of ours is looking to buy a blue diamond. If you can get one for us, then maybe we can do business. It's a gemstone as blue as the sea, a very rare stone. Navusa Phelan is a fine alchemist here in Bal Foyen. We have learned that she has one such gem upstairs in her shop, on the eastern side of the city, the main market square outside the council hall. Find it and bring it to us, and you'll have proven yourself to be a professional. Okay, we can do that. Smashed a vase on his head. That is hilarious. Okay, is it this one? That's the alchemist? No. Which one was it? This one. Can we ask her about it? No. Can we buy it? Yeah, you can buy it. We're not gonna do that. Come
It is
on.
a pleasure, Outlander. Do you
What kind of
require
thief
my
would we be if
services?
we just bought things? Nice, we got it. Okay. Blue diamond. I don't actually see it. Oh, there it is. Blink. Nice. Nice and easy. Bring us a blue diamond to prove you're a professional. Good job, Caelia. We recognize that you're a thief of great skill. Here's your cut. We will gladly do business with you. From now on, you may bring us any stolen goods that you wish to sell. We will find buyers for them. In the future, we might also have jobs for you. Oh, I didn't know that. Your hideout is in Boothang Thuv, is it not? Do not be surprised. We can see the glow of Dwemeri brass on you. We will send word when your guild's skills are needed. Should you find any lost treasures in the ruin, bring them to us. We will find buyers for them. So what do you sell? Kind of miscellaneous junk. Ooh, he does sell a rogue hood. I kind of want to wear that. Doesn't hide our face as well as the thing we have on now, but I'm sure it'll look cool. Yes, there we go. That's much better. I like that our ears are like hooded too. Do you know anything about the massacre? There's still blood floating in the air of Bal Foyen from the attack. Most people cannot see it, but we do. We all breathe it in, a million little red diamonds, particles of old violence filling our lungs. Remember to breathe out, Caelia. You are crazy. I want your hat, kind of. Got what we came for. Let's go report back in, see if the new additions have been made. Yes, they have.
How do you do?
Got some rugs. We got some mushrooms. We got a little... Is this supposed to be the bar? I guess he's still making it. Okay. Did you find the good fence? Are we in business? Three Eyes has agreed to work with us. Excellent. Hopefully one of his clients needs our services soon. I've got nothing for you right now. You should speak with Marug, Tatara, or Rowdy Rilmus. Maybe one of them has a good lead for a job. Can we improve the hideout more? I will continue to improve the hideout if you don't mind. I have some ideas. Talk to the other members. They might have ideas too. Are you asking me about jobs, boss? The world of crime is still quite new to me, but I think I may have what you could call a lead. Can you improve the hideout more? Maybe we could have more mushrooms. There are some mushrooms here already, but we could do with more, don't you think? Sure. Next time you're here, there shall be even more. You have a job? I happen to know there's a certain merchant in this town who's got an amulet of silver tongues hidden in his shop. Surely thieves like us would be interested in such a valuable trinket. There's a local book merchant named Elar Fandas. While visiting, I noticed him fidgeting a rare amulet, an amulet of silver tongue. It enhances one's mercantile ability, and Three Eyes is interested in buying it. Take these 2 scrolls of the Mage's Eye with you, Caelia. They will help you find the amulet in the shop. To get to his bookshop, head west from the temple and go upstairs. Walk past the houses, and one of the shops in the small plaza will be the bookshop. Alright, pretty good. So, Shay's out of jobs for you, yeah? Well, I could use a hand with something. I've got one for you. I need your help to collect overdue vigorish from Galdris Baran. There's this potter you see by the name of Galdris Baran, makes vases, jars, jugs, and the like. Good for wine and stuff. Anyway, he used to pay us a cut back in the day when we still had a foothold in Bal Foyen. Seems to me he should pay us with interest. Now you know my temper. I don't want to go there and ruin our good name by doing something stupid. So maybe you could join me. Baron's workshop is on the upper west side of town. I'll see you there. Sure. And do you have anything? What is it, Caelia? Is this about jobs? I've got to be brutally honest with you, Caelia. Right now, we don't stand a chance against the Kamana Tong. Not only do they outnumber us, but they're also better connected and better equipped. We need to disarm the Tong. I know there's a shipment of illegal jink blades that was seized by the port authority a while ago. Doesn't take a genius to figure out that the shipment was meant for the Kamana Tong, and I'm dead sure those weapons won't stay impounded forever. Unless we act, they're going to conveniently disappear and find their way into the hands of our enemies. Go to the harbor. There's a clerk named Pogo Nophilius Luctor. That is one of the worst names of all time. Who works upstairs in the Port Authority building. Squeeze him a little, see if he'll talk. I heard these particular daggers were poisoned in addition to the usual enchantments of a jink blade, which is why the Port Authority seized them. Jink blades are nasty things. People who use them aren't interested in a fair sword fight. That's all we use. You see why they suit the Kamana Tong perfectly? Yeah. I do. I actually have 2 of them on me right now. But we got them from the Janata Syndicate. Very different. Okay, so we have 3 jobs here. Which one should we do first? Let's go grab the Amulet of the Silver Tongue, since we can get to the temple very easily. Okay, I think this is it, right? Yes. Let's talk to the guy.
Good to see you.
I don't believe I've seen a high elf with such a grand outfit in some time. Can I help you? I heard you have an Amulet of the Silver Tongue. Amulets? No, you're mistaken. This is a bookshop. Try elsewhere. I don't think the Khajiit have it either. It does have a bunch of Sermons of Vivek, though. We'll buy any book that looks like a skill book. Short blade, nice. Axe. Medium armor. That's not a skill book. There's a spell, but we can't learn it. Illusion. I don't think these are skill books, right? No. Alright, well, a couple level ups. Nice. So we are looking for the amulet, and we were given scrolls to use to help us find it. This is the first time I've ever used a detect enchantment spell in my entire life. Treasures of Tamriel Volume 1 locked. Why is it locked? That's kind of strange. We'll take that shirt. It looks pretty cool. I guess it's in here? Yes. So what would Detect Enchantment even do? I don't think it shows stuff in chests, does it? Amulet of Silver Tongues fortifies speech and mercantile for 30 seconds. That's not very good, but we'll take it. So now we are looking for Baron's Pottery Shop? Yes. Which is right above us up here.
I would be honored to trade wares with you.
I think it's this, right? Yep.
I am never too busy.
Here's Rowdy. Time to collect some overdue Vigorosh. Time to collect some overdue Vigorish. Talk to this fool, Caelia. Make the potter see that he'd better pay up. This young man here says you're members of the Thieves Guild and that I owe you overdue Vigorish. What is this nonsense? It's true, it's true. Ah, yes, your little gang. I hope you understand this town is Kamana Tong turf. You're not safe here. You may talk tough, you don't stand a chance against them. The Tong are everywhere, and they are brutal. They drove the Thieves Guild out once, and they'll do it again. You're going to pay us. So, it's a protection racket you think you're running. You two can't be serious. Why would I pay your so-called guild for protection when you couldn't even protect yourself from the Kamana Tong? No, you're not getting a septum from me. Please leave, and take that realness character with you. Wait a minute. I'll have a word with him. Good, you do that. The old man won't cough up the gold. Okay, I guess we gotta teach him a lesson. There's a kiln room downstairs. I know this fool has a bunch of freshly made urns stored there. Nice looking ones too. It sure would be a shame if something were to happen to them, if you know what I mean. Good, I'm gonna keep watch on Geldress here and make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
Your actions precede
Can you actually like destroy him?
Heard good things about you.
It's a clay urn fresh from the kiln. Break it.
Careful.
Is one enough? I feel like one's not enough. Let's break 2.
No one noticed. You will be disgraced for this.
Is that enough? What the hell do you think you're doing? You're breaking my urns now, are you? You're only proving why I shouldn't pay you by acting so thoughtlessly. I'm starting to lose my patience here. Oh well, we need to break more, I guess.
Outlander, what do you want?
Definitely starting to get mafia vibes here. Alright, I see that you two are serious. No need to cause more damage, okay? I believe 1,500 septums should be enough to cover for the year, for this year and the year before. Now will you please leave? That old fool paid the overdue Vigorish, yeah? Good job, Caelia. You hang on to that gold, okay? Put it to good use. We're done here. Let's return to Buthang Thuv. Shay will have a job for you, no doubt. Okay. Alright, and then the last one, we need to head to the docks to grab those jink blades. You tend to not really do jobs like that in the Thieves Guild. They're very much the honorable kind of thieves in at least vanilla Morrowind, so I do kind of like that they're mixing it up there. You're more like mafiosos. Okay, is this the warehouse, Port Authority? I think that's what they said to go to, right? Working upstairs in the Port Authority. Yeah, okay. We'll go from here. And we'll know his name because it's ridiculous. There's Pogo. I'm very busy here. Very, very busy. Lots of paperwork, so I'd appreciate it if you just left me alone. No. You're going to give me those illegal jink blades. Okay, I admit it. I snuck into the contraband items vault earlier and took the daggers. I put them aside for the Kamanatong. They said that if I didn't, I'd be in trouble. The weapons you're looking for are in the room of records. The room's upstairs on the 4th floor of this building. I'm gonna give you the key. Just take the daggers and leave, okay? Did they come to him and say, if you don't give us those daggers, we're gonna turn you into a pogo stick? Ah, here we are. Illegal jink blades. Paralyze, weakness to magic, and poison. Oh, that's pretty good. They look unique too. And we'll take the 25 gold, because why not? Alright, well. I've acquired 5 illegal jink blades. This seems to be all of them. Let's go return back and turn in these quests then. We already got mushrooms here, boss. That's a nice improvement, no? I do have the amulet. You have the amulet of Silver Tongue. Will you give it to me? Yeah. Very good work, Caelia. Impressive. I shall bring it to Three Eyes. He will reward us for this find. You should speak with Shay now. I think she has something for you to do. Let's turn in this one as well. You found the illegal jink blades. Will you give them to me so I can distribute them to the brother thieves? Yeah. Nicely done, Caelia. I'll let you keep one of them and distribute the rest to our fellow thieves. We haven't exactly declawed the Kamanatong now, but at least they won't have these anymore. You should talk to Shay. I think she's got a job for you. But I am going to end the video there for today. Just a little taste of the Thieves Guild of Bal Foyen and what it has to offer. I really like the whole hideout thing. It feels like we are truly making our way in the Thieves Guild, establishing a foothold against the Kamanatong. You know, we've already kicked them out of Narcissus. We've already crippled them on the mainland. We need to get rid of them because they're interfering with business, and business is everything to Caelia. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this content, and if you've made it this far, consider liking and subscribing if you have not already, as it does help immensely. Other than that though, thank you for watching, and peace out.